Kelly Ring with the ball. St. Thomas with possession as well if it gets into a possession arrow. Anna Smith on the right side. Kelly Ring working against a defender. Wide open Anna Smith now. Up to Jenna Doctor. 1:12 to play, second half. Doctor dribble drive. She'll get the foul counted and one. Jenna Doctor gets the Tommies up 67-64. That's the 11th team foul on the UW Stevens Point Pointers. That foul will be against Taylor Barr, and we'll have a substitution here as Hannah Hughes will check out. Laura Marguerite comes back on. And one shot here for Jenna Doctor, and a critical shot at that. And she nails it. A two-possession ball game now, 68-64, with 1:08 exactly to go. Full court press is on for St. Thomas. Inbounding it is number 23 and Alyssa Alt. Now exactly a minute to go. 20 on the shot clock. Down low is Barr. She works against a Tommy defender. St. Thomas will get the possession. Anna Smith now on that great block, which you might hear about later in the season. Wide open Anna Smith. They're going to melt this clock. 40 seconds to go. 17 on the shot clock. Kelly Ring, a must stop here for Stevens Point. Brandenburg on the jump stop. She's got 9 on the shot clock. Wide open Anna Smith, and she hits. 70-64. Quick timeout. We should have some more time on. Should have more clock up there, as it shows 25 right now. Officials will go to the board and say that there should be at least another second or two up. St. Thomas 70, Stevens Point number 1 at the moment 64. Well, if a full court press wasn't effective enough, it has shown today. Kelly Ring is out there for St. Thomas doing a fabulous job. Sam Barber, wide open three, and how about that? The leading scorer for the Pointers hits, and it's just a one-possession ball game. I don't think you could ask for anything more right now, folks, on either side. This is a top 10 matchup. Number 8, St. Thomas is leading number 1, Stevens Point, 70-67. I'm doing the best I can with updating the time. It is exactly 19.5 on that clock. Keeping it here, St. Thomas already did lose to number 1 at the time, Calvin College. They lost 78-72. They were down at the half by 16 in that game. But resilience is the word for Coach Ruth Sin and her staff. Their 2 leading scorers are out with injuries, Taylor Young, Maggie Wires, and the bigger story at the moment is number 1, Stevens Point, is trailing St. Thomas Tommies 70-67. St. Thomas has the ball. St. Thomas has 3 timeouts. Stevens Point has 3 timeouts. If we get into a tie-up, possession arrow is favoring St. Thomas. Tommies have outscored Stevens Point 40 to, I believe, 34 in this half. This is Division III basketball from St. Thomas. Hannah Hughes is wide open, and how about an easy layup? She hits. I don't know how she can get that wide open, folks, but she does, and it's Alyssa Alp, and she drives, and it's going to go off Stevens Point. Alyssa Alp didn't think it would go off a pointer. We're going to have a discussion, and I believe head official says that that's going to stay pointer ball with 11.1 to go. A 5-point game for St. Thomas. Trying to inbound is Alt. Gets it to Barr for 3, and she hits. Unbelievable, folks. It's 72-70 with 8.7 to go. St. Thomas holding the slimmest of leads. Number 1 Stevens Point in jeopardy of losing that number 1 ranking at 72-70. Unbelievable effort from the Pointers as they are as well showing resilience and staying alive in this game. exactly 8.7 shows on the game clock. You imagine Stevens Point is going to have to get a quick foul after getting a couple threes from unlikely sources, one being Taylor Barr. Just made that one. We have a crowd of about maybe 50 now that have shown up here at Steve Fritz Court, but they're witnessing probably the best game of the season, especially if you consider both Maggie Wires and Taylor Young are out with injuries. Tommies lead 72-70, just 8.7 seconds to go. And if Stevens Point can't get that turnover, I imagine they'll just try to foul the weakest free throw shooter out on the court. Kelly Ring, along with Kelly Brandenburg, Jenna Doctor, Hannah Hughes, and Anna Smith inbounding are out for the Tommies, trying to inbound it. They still have 3 timeouts, and they'll take one. Nice defense there for the Stevens Point Pointers to make Anna Smith call the timeout. St. Thomas now has 2 timeouts left. As well, Stevens Point is actually down to 1, trying to update that as well. Exactly 8.7 shows. No time went off there. That was a quick timeout for Stevens Point. They know exactly what they want to do on defense. Stevens Point has 10 team fouls, so if they can't get the steal and foul, the Tommies will have a 2-shot foul. Inbounding it will be Anna Smith. Same 5 out on that court. Gotta wonder if Sam Barber would have showed up a little more. There's a wide open Jenna Doctor. She gets to the ball, and a foul will be called on Taylor Barr. But wow, folks, if she couldn't have got to the ball right there, Stevens Point could have somehow got possession and try to get a shot off. With 6.4 left, Jenna Doctor will shoot 2 critical free throws. 6.4. Doctor just misses the first. That went right out the rim and out. Laura Marguerite will check back on for St. Thomas. And the second free throw is good, and St. Thomas now with full court press. A last-second opportunity here for the Pointers. It'll be taken by Barber, and it goes out. St. Thomas has come out on top as victor here from Steve Fritz Court, 73-70. The Tommies pull off the upset of #1 Stevens Point.